So, which one of you is really the big reader? Or are you both big readers? You both are. Well, that's perfect. Because you happen to be our 20,000th and 20,001 gift book recipient.
Oh my goodness.
So, of course, we're going to do something a little special. But before I divulge that, I want to just go through the normal process with you. Okay, so you tell me what you like to read, and then I'll select the book from any shelf I choose that you'll like. So give me the range of what you like to read. Because you're special, you're the 20,000th, you're getting an additional book, not just the books that I normally gift, but you're also getting 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We actually have 4 authors here today, and they asked me if they could also give you one of their books. And if you allow them to do so, they want to gift you each a book, okay? So, there is one more thing. We're also going to give you 20,000 pennies. And there they are, right there. Here's your, now that's assuming you can carry them all at once in one trip. All right, you hold on to that, and I am going to get you a biography,
Okay.
and you, historical fiction? Okay.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Thank you
You
so
bet,
much.
you bet. Enjoy.
We certainly will.
Now, which
This
one
is
do
going to mean a lot.
So the common theme that Ben and I have together is there was a point in our lives where we were just at a rock bottom and we had to make changes. I came into this bookstore just wanting a book, really trying to figure out what faith was. And here comes Rick and says, I'll pick a book for you. And he picked a book from Wallace, who was a gentleman that lived in Detroit, Jim Wallace. Yeah, growing up. And he made a choice in his life to move across the tracks of Detroit and find out. And he entered the worlds of gangs and something else and became, that was his ministry in life. And he developed programs in Baltimore and so on. My work took me to the same, East St. Paul, and I entered shortly after reading that book and making changes into the gang world of East St. Paul. So my program, Life Team, is I do a lot of inner city work with gangs and so on. And developed a program called Life Teams. That's how the two of us interacted and met each other. Ben became almost one of our wounded souls, as we all are, but he came through it. So I told stories, you know, when I was as low as I could get, I kept having miracles dropped in front of me. That's what my book is about. It talks about patience, 2 of my gang kids and so on. But when I met Ben, I'm like, this kid's got a story to tell that's going to change lives. So got him hooked up with Brian. So whatever book Rick picks for you guys, you have to read it because it's going to change your life. Yeah, and the pennies. So yeah, so that's how this is all interwoven.
Well, this is just amazing.
Yeah.
This is one of
Yeah.
the most amazing
Yeah,
days of
yeah.
my life.
Good.
Probably already.
That's
We were talking about what a great bookstore it is because it's not overwhelming, and you walk in and you're greeted, and you get to pet the dog, and everything feels good, and it's just a feel-good place. And plus, we found some great books.
We did.
Yeah.
Here's your gift book. It's got, after everything was said, it's certainly going to be anticlimactic, I think. But who knows? This is a wonderful author who I'm sure you're familiar with, Oliver Sacks.
Oh, yeah. Wow, great.
So that's
book.
his memoir.
Yep. And I read Musicophilia, and that he wrote, and yeah, you're.
Just looking at that one.
I am
You
good.
can read the mind.
I
yeah.
am good. Okay.
I've been teaching music for 46 years.
All right.
So, and but it's Saturday now, so and finals are done. So we're having a good time. This is what we call a good time.
All right. Wonderful. All right. So I've got another book.
Okay.
Okay. Well, every book tells a story,
Okay.
and this book not only tells a story, but has a story. Are you familiar with it, Sweet Francois?
I've read reviews about it, yeah.
Okay, do you know the backstory on this?
No, I don't.
Well, this woman wrote several novels prior to World War II. She's from France. And was writing this novel during the Nazi occupation of Paris. And unfortunately, she did not survive. She died in a concentration camp, the author. But the manuscript survived, but was not discovered until 50 years after the fact. And this is it.
Oh,
Sweet Francois.
thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Dave, there is one thing we do ask of everyone when we gift a book.
Okay.
And this is, we ask everybody to do this.
All right.
Okay. We ask that you say out loud, books make great gifts.
Books make great gifts.
All right, well done. That's one from us to you.
Yeah, so that would be the sequence of this one, and then the third one comes out in January. Like third and kind of tentatively final.
Go to be gifted forward. So.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
So when Rick was starting his philosophizing about what kind of bookstore he wanted to open, he began by giving friends and neighbors and family books out of the back of his car. And he was working at the Pine Bend refinery and also met the gentleman in Hastings named Rick who had a used bookstore and told him that Red Wing needed a bookstore and it should happen sooner than later, and that got the ball rolling. So he's always been very generous with the books that we receive as trade-ins, and we've been able to build a philosophy of generosity around that. So if you come into Fair Trade Books, you're welcomed, you're greeted, you're made to feel that this is like your own personal library, and the real friendly aspect of that is that the staff here picks a wonderful book out for you to read, to take home with you, and then we try to help you find something that you can then give to your friends and family. On a typical Saturday, we'll give anywhere from 50 to 100 books away. We have a lot of walk-in traffic. Red Wing is a very pedestrian-friendly town, and we are in the downtown area, and it's always a wonderful surprise to walk into a retail establishment and find out that you're going to be given something as well as received warmly. Fair Trade Books is a bookstore that is built of and for the community. We accept books for store credit. So if you are looking to get rid of books that you are no longer interested in reading at home, you can bring them into the bookstore and we'll give you fair, generous credit for them. You can use your credits for used books that are here in the store. You can also earn credits by ordering books. We have a good ordering system. And then just call us or come in and we'll order the book that you're interested in and give you equivalent matching store credit. This year, 2016-2017, Fair Trade Books has had over 200 events, ranging from poetry slams and discussions about political events to music events. We had Rachel Kilgore, who is a well-known Duluth-based Minnesota artist, come in. And we try to be a place where people can gather to discuss books, to discuss philosophy, politics, all of the areas. We're a place where people can come in and meet authors. Every Saturday we have a Meet the Author event. Today we had 2 authors, which is a bit of an unusual day. And that's an opportunity for local authors to share their latest books with the community. And that's something that is increasingly more difficult for authors to do unless they attend large trade shows and find agents. And we really try to be a place where local authors can get the word out about the things that they're working on. Our 20,000th gift book, and the recipient also received 20,000 pennies. So you just missed it, but we're happy to choose a book for you. Just tell me what you like to read and I'll pick one out for you. Have you read Brain on Fire? This is another excellent one.